código donde se vea el número de reservación. No.
What is happening?
You're gonna welcome us to therapy?
No, I hate that whole part. Like, did you guys find the...
Yeah, but I recorded your 30 minutes.
I have skills in welcoming people to therapy. I'm really good at it. Okay. So, Vanya and Jason, thanks for coming in today.
It's stupid that we're here. Honestly, things are okay. It's just...
Can you let us talk?
So, I'd like to hear a little bit about what brings you guys in today. Who would
So I have to tell you, because I have no idea why we're here.
Okay. Vanya, you want to start?
Yes.
I'd like to hear from both of you, but we'll start with you.
Okay, well, we've been married for 2 years. He was always a very loving person, always wanted to be with me, always calling me, always texting me. And that's one of the reasons why I fell in love with him. And all of a sudden, he has all these projects, he has to travel all the time, and he hardly ever has time for me. You know, he leaves me alone most of
I'm
the
working,
time.
and one of the reasons I'm working is to pay for all the crap she buys.
Okay, the fact that you're working doesn't mean that you can't text me once in a while, or text me good night after.
Like if I'm right in the middle of a meeting, I'll get all these messages, and if I don't respond right away, then I come back and she's freaking out. It's totally obnoxious. I'm trying to do my job. I'm trying to make a living. I shouldn't have to be like taking care of all of her emotional feelings all day long, every day.
I don't want you to text me all day. You have a break, right? You could take 2 minutes
And maybe
text
during
me
my
your
break I'd like to have a break. I'm tired. I'm working.
But you haven't seen me all week.
But I see her every night, for the most part, except when I'm traveling. And when I'm traveling, I'm working too. And then do I really have, I feel like she's treating me like a little 12-year-old. I have to check in with Mommy every time I do anything.
Okay, so, Vanya, I'm going to come back to you. I understand that it seems like there's a lot of tension right now, and this is something that...
She's out of control, and I don't know where it's coming from. There's nothing going on. I'm just working a lot to buy things that she
So
wants.
maybe you should stay single then.
So, Vanya, it sounds like he's gone a lot, and he's working. How often do you go away on business?
I go out once a week, maybe at least once a week.
Okay. So
Like overnight or maybe 2 nights.
when he's gone, what's the feeling for you when he's not at home with you?
I miss him. I want to be with him, and I just think, you know, it's every human needs some contact. You know.
The way she handles that is she's sending me messages, where are you? What are you doing? It's like I'm on a leash.
Okay. So, just want to slow this down a little bit. So, I heard you say that you miss him when he's gone.
Yes.
Is that something that you're able to express to him when he comes home from his trip?
I want to, but then when he comes home,
First thing
he's
she
just so
does, she
tired.
opens the door with all the complaints, like, why did you call? Why did you do this? It's like, hi, can we say hello before we get into all that crap?
Right. So it sounds like you guys are both feeling very strong emotions, but when you come together, it's hard to actually express them because...
Well, yeah, it's not nice to come home when you already know what it's going to be like when you walk in the door. You already know she's going to start ranting at you, complaining that while you were working, you weren't also, like, entertaining her. She should get a book or something.
It's not a matter of entertaining. It's a matter of acknowledging that you have a wife and you
How
have
many times a day do you need to be acknowledged? Seriously.
You could just say good morning, good night, but you don't even do that.
That is not true. She needs much more than that.
Vanya, how are you feeling right now?
I feel that he's not understanding. He knew I was a very emotional person. I'm very emotional.
And that's my job to take care of her emotions.
Okay, so you're feeling like he's not hearing you and that you're missing him, and have you, and you told me you haven't been able
like
to actually...
Like a second full-time job, taking care of her.
Hold on. I'll come to you, Jason. I just want to finish up with Vanya. So, it sounds like you miss him, but you're not able to express that to him. So could you try telling him now how you feel when he's gone and how you miss him?
Well, Jason, when you're gone, I need you to be there. I need to see you. I need to feel that you're with me. I know you're not there, but I want to feel that you are thinking about me, that I'm important to you.
Hold on, Vanya. Could you turn to Vanya while she's sharing this with you? Thanks. Okay, try again.
Whenever you're gone, I miss you. And I know that you're working and I don't expect you to be there texting me every 5 minutes, that at least acknowledge I wanna feel that you're thinking about me, that you miss me, that I'm important to you, and at this point I don't feel I'm important to you because you just ignore me.
How does it feel to say that to him?
It feels good to say it to him, but if he doesn't understand it, if he doesn't feel me, if he doesn't, then it's just, I'm just talking.
It sounds like you're reaching out and you want him to know that you're missing the connection that you had in the beginning, and that you miss connecting with him. And how does it?
For me, it just makes my brain crash. How many times? Like, can you give me a checklist? Like, can you write it down? Say,
it's not a rule.
You have to call every morning. You have to call every night.
Hold on.
Let me figure out what exactly she needs.
Right.
Like, I have no idea, because whatever I give her is not enough.
Well, we can get to that, but I just want to know, how did it feel to hear her say that she misses you?
Like I'm under contract with a very difficult boss who's never happy with anything. That's what it feels like. I mean, I have a horrible boss now that I'm dealing with, but now it's like I have a second one that's never satisfied with anything I do too.
So you feel like you're trying.
I feel completely unable to meet all of her needs, and that I feel like I'm responsible for her happiness. Like she can't do anything to take care of her own emotions. I'm responsible for those.
So it sounds like first of all, that you've got you're dealing with a lot.
I got plenty on my plate.
And, yeah, you're away on work, and so it's frustrating that you're trying to connect with her and do whatever you can for her.
And the feeling I felt like nothing I would do would be enough. Like, really, actually, like, does she not want me to have a job? How are we going to pay for things? Like, what does she want me to do? I can't. And then she says, "Oh, I don't want it to be a list." Like, tell me what the hell you want. Do you want 10 texts? How many texts do it is?
I don't need to tell you what I want. I want you to feel it.
So it seems like you guys are both wanting to reach towards each other, and it's something is not happening. You're not able to connect. So, Vanya, let's help Jason understand what it is that you need from him and want from him.
I just want to feel that I'm important to you, that I matter in your life.
And how
I don't have to provide you with a list. I want you to feel that you need me.
You want to feel valued and needed.
Yes. I want him.
But do you see the problem? She doesn't say what would do that. Like,
I don't have to tell you what would do
that. Some
that.
magic thing has to happen for you to just feel that. What would make you feel that?
You're supposed to know me. You married me.
See, it's like a mystery. It's like, I'm just supposed to know magically what she wants and needs.
So let me see if I understand what you're saying. So you're saying, I'm missing you, I'm missing the connection, and I want to feel valued and needed by you. So Vanya, it sounds like you're asking Jason to show you that he needs you and that he values you and that the connection is still there. Have there been times in the past that you can think of that he was able to show you that?
Yes, he's had on several occasions, but there was one that I really loved and I really appreciated and valued was he went to a 3-day conference, and the last day was not so big of a deal, so he came home early without telling me. He brought me flowers, and that to me was amazing. I mean, I just love that little.
That made you feel like he was thinking about you and he cared about you and valued you enough to come home and surprise you.
Yes, it did.
It was really fun because we came home and she was so surprised. We ended up having a really nice dinner, and then that night we went out and had some mescal, and it was fun. It was really fun. That for me was one really fun memory.
Yeah, it was also for me, so I think we should do more.
She can be really fun.
Yeah.
I mean, you're seeing us at our worst, but really, there are these other times where things are okay.
Yeah, it sounds like you guys really do enjoy each other, and there's a lot of love here, and you guys came here today, and I know that coming to therapy and talking about these challenging issues, it's hard. It's not fun, but you guys are both here, and you both obviously care tremendously about each other, and so it sounds like you guys have ways to show each other, you know, you have ways to show him that you appreciate him and that you enjoy being with him and you enjoy the connection that you have, and you've got ways to show her that you value her and you think about her when you're away, and you look forward to coming home and surprising her and spending quality time with her.
Now, where's my dinner?
So, why don't you guys tell me a little bit about what's been going on since I last saw you both?
It's still been pretty bad.
Yeah?
Like, I had another trip last weekend, and I come back, and, you know, hoping things might be a little different. She was just raging and angry, and, I don't know, I felt like just, I try and leave and go to a different place, but she follows me. I don't know, I just want to curl up in a ball.
Yeah, so when you get home, she's angry and she's yelling, and it's really, really painful to come home to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So intense, yeah.
So you said you want to crawl into a little ball and just hide away?
Yeah.
Because you don't really know how to respond, or...
I don't know how to respond, and then I don't know how to escape, so I just, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't escape, because she really physically follows me from room to room, because, and I just try to put my luggage down. It's like, there's nowhere to, if I'm in the house, there's nowhere to go. I just feel like curling up in a little ball and hoping that this will pass.
Yeah, so it's so painful to come home to that response that you just want to curl up into a little ball and hide away because it's so painful you don't really know what else to do. Yeah.
Yeah, but what about me? What about what I feel?
Yeah.
I'm also in pain. He doesn't pay attention to me. Yeah, he walks in the door, but he ignores me. What I'm expecting at least a little hug. How are you? I'm a little tired. Say something to me. Talk to me.
Right.
But he just turns around and leaves. And I think ignoring me just makes the problem worse.
What's happening? What's happening for you right now when you say those words? That's what about me? That's Sonia, can you tell me a little bit about what happens for you when he comes home and he's been away for, how long were you away this time?
About 2 days.
Okay, so he's been away for 2 days. What's it like when he comes home?
Well, you know, when he comes home, I expect him to be happy, not to be tired, and at least have some desire to see me. You know, it's also, he thinks it's painful for him. It's also very painful for me because I feel ignored all the time. Yes, I understand he's working and he went on a trip, but, you know, when he comes home, at least, you know, acknowledge that I'm there. I just feel like I'm another piece of furniture in the house
Right,
when
right.
he comes home.
So it sounds like you guys are kind of caught in this dreadful dance of, like, you're angry when he comes home because you feel like he's been ignoring you and he hasn't been there, he hasn't been present for you, and you've missed him, but it's so painful that you don't know how to tell him that. You're not able to express that to him, and then you come home after working and she's angry, and so that's painful too for you to have to come home to that, and you don't really know how to respond to that anger, and so you shut down and just kind of withdraw from her, and it kind of goes back and forth. Is that what happens at home usually?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I feel like there's a lot of pain going on for both of you. Vanya, could you try something for me? Just turn and face Jason, and if you could try telling him what happens for you, like when he comes home and you're angry, like what have you been feeling, and just try to tell him a little bit more about that.
Well, when you're gone, I feel alone. I feel like you're not there with me. I mean, I miss you. I want to talk to you. I want to feel that I'm still connected to you, and I know you're busy. I know you're doing this for both of us, but I still need to feel you, and I still need to feel that you're connected with me, even though we're apart. And when you come home and tired and frustrated, I'm angry because I can't catch your attention. I don't know how to get your attention to come and look at me and understand that I'm here. I'm feeling I miss you, and it's painful for me as well.
What's happening for you right now when you say those words to him, I miss you and it's painful for me? It's kind of like, what about me? You know, look at me, pay attention to me. How does it feel when you say that?
Yes, I think in a way it's a bit selfish when he's just thinking about him, but I don't want to be angry, I don't want to be mad. It's not because I want to frustrate you, it's because I'm feeling it. It's painful and it hurts, and it's a way of saying, pay attention to me, I'm here.
Yeah. Jason, how does it feel to you to hear her say this, that she's in pain and that she wants you to pay attention to her?
I guess it is easier to hear that, and I sometimes don't maybe hear that part because she's saying it when she's angry and she's mad at me.
Right.
So I think I get defensive, but I don't always hear how it's painful for her.
Right, right. And I'd like to hear a little bit more about what you would need from Vanya when you come home. What would help you to not withdraw and shut down? Now that you know a little bit more about what she's feeling, the pain and wanting to reach out to you, what are some of the things that you need from her?
I mean, if I could just have time to go put my luggage down and have, maybe a little bit of time to feel like I'm arriving somewhere nice and not to a battleground, then I think I'd be more able to, that wouldn't make me feel like curling up in a ball.
Okay. Could you actually turn to Vanya now and just face her and tell her what you just, how you need a little bit of space when you come home and you need to feel that she is happy to see you and that she recognizes that you are away on work and, supporting the family. Could you try that for me?
It does make sense that you feel lonely because I travel so much. For me, it's because I'm at work. It's not any kind of vacation or anything like that. It feels very stressful. So when I come home, I'm still sort of in the middle of all of my work stuff, and so I want to meet you where you're at, but if I could just have a little bit of time before we start arguing, then I would be in a really different place. If I could just feel like I could just arrive home without having to be on the defense before I even can set down my luggage.
Appreciate it.
That's good, you did well.
It's like the first time you've ever said that to me. Thanks. I feel so valued and recognized.
We're gonna let her choose when she grows. When she gets older, she can choose her own religion.
But you guys need these. You need this to end with you guys holding hands.
Okay.
How can we orchestrate that?
You guys want to fix our issues.
You're not doing all of this.
No, yeah, I'm just gonna he wants 30 minutes. He's gonna get all of it.
Ow! You know what these people